The most delicious kebab, made from fish and seafood, and of course over the fire. Juice, crust, juicy mass, magnificent, tasty. Friends, hello everyone. If you can see and hear me, it means you made the right choice and you are on the Ivlev Chef Channel. We continue with a couple of unconventional, non-classical types of kebabs, and today we present to you a very interesting dish. Actually, remember, at some point I taught you how to make crab cutlets, which don't actually contain crabs, based on crab sticks. An idea came to my mind that I want to recreate with you right now. It will be a very unconventional instant shrimp kebab. Squid, salmon kebabs, damn. In short, nothing makes sense. Just watch, you'll understand everything soon. First of all, when working with squid, it's best to pour boiling water over it. Right now, the water is coming to a boil, and I will balance the squid so that it turns into tubes. And the most important thing is that it will not shrink during cooking, regardless of the fact that it is protein. If you cook it raw, so to speak, I fear that on our fire, the squid will start to shrink and it will squeeze out all the mass. We don't want that. While the squid is being prepared for cooking, we need to prepare the other part of the filling based on shrimp and salmon. Well, remember, I smoked salmon for the salad. I have some trimmings left and I froze them. No questions at all. The shrimp are also frozen. I thawed everything and I completely cleaned the shrimp. Nothing too genius. We just need to take it all and grind it through the meat grinder. I will repeat, you can make cutlets or you can make shashlik. Therefore, there will be a lot of filling. I will leave some for cutlets for my family and I will prepare shashlik for you. So we assembled the meat grinder. Let's get started. Well, let's go. That's it. No rush, just slowly. A very important point. Take a fine grater. And like this, alternating one with the other, we will slowly, little by little. But that's not all, because we still have squid. Right now, nothing complicated. Water is boiled. I take and lower the squids in. It's best, of course, if you find large bodies in terms of their width. These squids, for example, won't do because they are too narrow. Let's move on. I want to add some fish here. The idea is awesome. I'm sure that after this broadcast, many will start cooking this way. Now, regarding the squid. Here, the shashlik will be standing. Do you see? Many have probably guessed already. I cut it into strips like this, and then we will add this mixture inside and skewer it. What do you think of the idea? A bomb? I agree. I like it too. And all these tails. We will now grind them through the meat grinder. Now we need to add spices. I add fresh thyme, salt, and a small amount, of course, of black pepper. In the cutlets, if you remember, I also added butter and a small amount of cream. I won't do that here now. The most important thing is to mix everything very well. The only thing I absolutely do not recommend is adding any cheese here. Not at all. You'll just enjoy this mixture on its own. Now watch what I'm doing. I'm taking it. First, I completely stuffed the squid. I added a lot right away out of greed. So that's the story. I can say that you can fry this like patties. It will turn out really great in a frying pan. But still, not everything wants to be fried in pans. In the summer, everyone wants to grill over an open fire. Oops! Here are these little gadgets I made. While you watch, start browsing my menu and look for the fun Asian sauce. This is mayo mixed with sweet chili sauce. This sauce for the kebab, it's just an explosion in your head. There are many different sauces, such as tartar. You can use that, or even the nutty gamadari sauce, which is often served with chuka, as we call the salad. And it's very important to maintain the right consistency of the minced meat. If your minced meat is too runny, that's bad. You can bind it better if you add a small amount of starch and let the mixture rest a little to stand. This is so that you can then carefully skewer it. But it is better not to allow this. Therefore, when you are cooking something, especially such a mixture, you need to get rid of all the liquid, pat it dry with a napkin. So, what do we have, dear friends? The mass is very soft, so don't be afraid, and most importantly, don't stress. Maybe you can even do it like this. Take a thin knife, make the first hole, and that's it. After that, it goes by itself. The most important thing, oops, next, you see, something like this can happen, but there's no need to be afraid of it. This side is done, great. 6, We have everything on this side too. Doing this for the first time for you, as well as for myself. Oops, there's a cut. Oops, there's a cut. Oopsie, oopsie, little oopsies. The mass is firm, normal. There's no need to be afraid, I repeat. Do you know what we're doing now? It's very simple. On the tray, and of course on the fire. Heat the coals very well and let them cook. By the way, if you don't know, we always, as is customary in our blogging world, don't film one recipe at a time. We film several at once. Here, I will be frying right away, and skewers of shrimp, salmon, and squid, and of course, chicken breast with bacon cheese. Can you imagine what a bomb dish we will have now? Inside we have cheese, yes. It will be bubbling there. What's happening now? Nothing complicated is happening right now. The most important thing is not to have very high heat, powerful heat. After all, this is not meat. Here the idea is that it should gradually and evenly fry over the right fire, both one and the other. Of course, the skewers of squid will cook much faster. You don't need to cook for long. The squid is ready. It has set, yes. And you see what I was talking about. The squid, you see, does not change its shape. And this is a very important point for preparing this dish. If you use fresh squid, it will definitely squeeze out all the filling. After that, everything is very simple. We take it, and in a very simple and straightforward way, we remove all this beauty. Well, friends, the most absolutely delicious fish and seafood skewers are indeed ready. Don't believe it, just try it and see. Oh, you see juice, a juicy mass. Magnificent, delicious. Well, friends, bring variety to your menu. Cook this kind of skewers as well. Be sure to make it and leave your comments on how it was, of course. Bye-bye. See you very soon.